So, what was your favorite part about this movie? Outside the wire. Actually, you know what? What overall first impressions?
Like after watching
very
it?
general grade and what you liked and didn't like about
I'll give it a
woo. What?
Seriously, I'll give it a woo. I'll give it a pretty good loud
I don't
woo.
know if I'd give it a woo. I'd give it a.
I give it a
Alright.
woo. Nah, I'm gonna give it.
Okay,
alright.
what makes you woo about it?
It's real for one. I like real shit, and it's still in the future, but it's real. Like it's real shit. Like the kind of shit that people go through today. Military people,
With the
civilians,
drones,
drone pilots, all of it. It's all very juicy.
Yeah,
And
I'll agree with that.
and the clash of perspective. Like, no, I'm right. No, I'm right. My side's right. My side's right. No, your side's wrong. Everyone's wrong but me. Kind of thing. And you get it from like 3 or 4 different perspectives. That's what I'll
It's
get.
just
It's juicy, and the action is great.
the action is
The
great.
balance is almost spot on.
The thing I don't.
There are some soft spots, but I'm saying overall,
I'll agree
it
with
deserves a win.
the part where like he is not biased at all.
That's what I'm saying.
And
he's
it gives
his own
him-
neutral
it
part of the
gives-
equation.
It gives him
He's his own equation.
the unique perspective, which it's not just two sides. There's multiple sides, and he's on no one side.
That's what I'm saying. Is that's the cool perspective part of it. Is you killed 2 Marines, right? You're in trouble, buddy.
Yeah,
2 Marines.
that's good.
You know how many they're worth? And I get it. They are other humans, but they are used as pawns, almost. And he is the biggest pawn of all, the AI guy. Like, we're going to create you to be the best fucking war machine we've ever created ever to do whatever we wanted. And then he goes, really? Because
He
I'm thinking
was such a
you're
cool
kind of
character. One of my favorite parts in here is when he is waiting for him to think about something, and there's like 3-second pause, and he's like, Are you still thinking about that?
Right.
And he starts laughing. But it's a serious moment. He needs to figure his shit out now because they keep having this weird thing where they run into action, get in a car, talk about what happened, get into action, get in a car,
It
talk
happens
about
like
what
3
happened.
times. Those are the bridges. Those are the dialogue-driven bridges, literally the driving to the next part of the movie. Which I can dig. And that's what most good movies do, is they take time on something to talk about shit.
Like how the American fuck almost shot an innocent person by reaction.
You stupid fuck!
My bad.
It's like it
That
is the
was
same
perfect.
thing.
That was
It's the same
perfect.
thing with cops and everything.
Yeah.
When they get scared, they fucking react and someone dies. Like
Except usually the black guy's on the other side. Oh, come on.
cop right through those walls.
I know what I said.
Blue blood runs deep.
I'm
Okay, but yeah, I do like some good shit. And that one scene where there's nothing but rapid fire for how fucking long? At least a couple minutes
Well,
straight.
even like just like
And
3 or 4 minutes of straight automatic fire.
And screaming in the
It's
background.
Yeah, with
it's pretty
screaming,
intense.
It's real.
Yeah, that is real. That's why I will give this. Definitely the action, and the thing is, it's not always about action. It has to be
That's
kind
what I'm
of,
saying.
you know,
You gotta.
there's
the motivation's got to be behind all the action.
action
Can't
is
just be
action
action.
is just violence made to look cool,
Yeah.
and when you see action as real, where you hear people screaming, and it's not so hey yippee mother, it's not so Hollywood.
Stick around.
It does turn scary. It does turn to it because remember that when he ran out of the door, we hear and then a whole bunch of shooting, and he gets behind something. He's preparing. It is scary. So Anthony Mackie, that's the dude's name, and I think he is the best part of this movie, and the reason why the ending pissed me off because they killed the best person, and he didn't get to do his goal. He was this close to accomplishing it. However dark it may seem, they made a point to do it just
Which
like
all bad guys kind of do.
He's not a villain. That's the thing is
Well, that's the whole point of this movie. There is one main bad guy that he kills with the flag, but everyone's got their faults. Even Harp has his faults.
Like, to me, the Leo kept growing on my scale.
Yeah.
And he kept doing this.
He grew.
To me, what?
He grew. Yeah, he grew from, first of all, taking a life, like when he
That part,
popped
yeah.
the Russian guy in the head, which is the only person he really actually kills in here. But when he popped the Russian dude, he like sat down and he like had a whole fucking panic attack and everything. He didn't really have regrets from it. He said, I knew what the right thing was and I did it. He's like, I saved 38. And they're like, they could have saved 40. And he's like, in my head, that was this whole thing, is he made the judgment call. He wasn't allowed to, and he made it.
I give it a B. B minus. Yeah, for sure.
I put it. I give it a B.
I was definitely entertained in this movie. Like, just because I have some problems with a character and the ending, sort of, I actually did like the movie. And, like I said, interesting perspective. I love different perspectives of not painting America as not heroes. We're the only country that are in 100 and whatever. And we have the audacity to point to someone else and saying, they're a threat to the world. They're a threat to our society or whatever. They're way over
That's
there.
not me saying it's God.
They're way over there, dude. They gotta blow themselves up to compete with you.
Yeah. Right-wing hicks are gonna kill us before...
For real.
Muhammad's going to.
Right. And that's way closer than fucking Afghanistan or Eastern Europe and shit.
It's over here.
Right.
Alright.
I know.
I gotta go in that area.
It would be interesting.
Trump flags all over the place. I'm throwing it in with my
Woo.
album of woo-ness from Netflix, because Netflix doesn't... I
We'd have to
respect
do
the
a-
shit out of Netflix, and we should do a video on like Netflix as a whole, because we do it with fucking Disney and shit, but Netflix as a whole, I agree with. I love them because they're like, what's the story? Doesn't matter. Do it. Just do it. Do it, and I'll pay for everything.
Right. I
And
do like
it's
that.
not always good. Most of the time
creative freedom.
Most of the time it's not good, but they're still thriving. Like that, if you think that full creativity kills your industry or whatever, because it's all money making.
Right.
Thing. Netflix is proof that it doesn't matter. First of all, Disney is too, but sorry, they actually get money back because, I don't know, advertisements and names. Big
They
names.
have way more subscribers than Disney.
But Netflix, what I'm saying is Netflix is cheap, and it's got, I don't know how they have
Yeah.
the money to do all
Right.
this shit, but they are their own fucking studio.
Right.
And so far, I'll throw in Outside the Wire with The Old Guard and Extraction, which both still have their faults, but I think are decent fucking movies. One of the best, even now. And Netflix is fucking free love, dude. They're fucking bunch of hippies. They're not about.
They do
They're
creative
not about the
freedom.
rich fuckers coming in and changing things with their pointy fingers. They don't. They don't do that. And that's what happens. You still thrive.
It's director driven, and that doesn't always mean the best.
Yeah.
But it's better than tampering with it and making it a lot worse, because that's usually what happens.
If you
either
think
way.
that you're more artistic than a director, you're wrong.
The reason we love Netflix is that they don't, at least from what I have heard
Amazon
so
a li-
far,
a little
they don't
Amazon-ish,
tamper with
too.
that shit.
Sort of, yeah. Amazon's got some free roam. So does HBO. They're not alone. Netflix isn't alone.
All right, that was our review of Outside the Wire. I think Anthony Hopkins killed it. I definitely think of him higher
Mackie.
now. What did I say?
Hawkins. They look a lot alike.
Hey. Anyways, he killed it. I like him a whole lot better. It pisses me off that he didn't get his fucking. Anyways,
His
it
vision.
was good. It was a good movie, and like we said, we like Netflix, but they don't have the best. The best, and
no one truly does.
right. But this was closer, and it was good. It's not that hard. You're right here. All you have to go is right there.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was our review. See you in the next one. Come on.
I was telling
Don't be
Corey-
upset. Mine's bigger than
I was telling